Okay, guys, so let's discuss this NFL thing. Here is my view on it. First off, you have every right to take a knee during the national anthem in the form of protest. That is called peaceful protesting. Now, however, if you are part of the NFL and you are under contract, you have to accept the consequences. If the team owner thinks that was inappropriate, they have every right to fire you. Why? Because under the 1965 Act that guarantees no segregation in hiring and firing, they cannot fire you for age, race, gender, and religion, but political affiliation, they can fire you for that. So that being said, no, I do not support what President Trump said. First off, there should never be a law in the NFL that says you cannot take a knee during the national anthem. Why? Because that infringes on the First Amendment. And me, I am huge on free speech. Anyone who knows me knows that. So with that being said, if you take a knee during the national anthem, I respect the fact that you took a stand for what you believed in. However, me personally, I think that's disrespectful to our veterans. But that's my personal opinion. Because a lot of people find this offensive. You have to accept the consequences, though. So if you get fired from your team for doing this, don't be surprised. It's perfectly legal. And you're paying the consequences. Every time someone takes a stand for something they don't approve of, they are going to be met with resistance. Rosa Parks didn't give up her seat on the bus, and she was arrested. Martin Luther King did several marches, and he was arrested multiple times. Gandhi was arrested, and Gandhi refused to give up his position. And that's what's going on right now. We're having people who are standing up for the black community. They're standing up against police brutality. And they're taking a knee during the national anthem, and people are taking a knee because of what Donald Trump said. Look, if you're going to take a knee because of what Donald Trump says, I understand. What he said was way out of line, and no, he should not be telling people who own these teams how to run their business. Okay, businessmen know how to run their business. I believe that businessmen should have a lot of freedom when it comes to that. So with that being said, take a knee if you want. I don't think it's a good idea. But if you can convince me why you took a knee, more power to you. So you have the freedom to take a knee, but just so you know, if you take a knee and you get fired from the NFL because of it, don't be surprised. You signed a contract, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to lose your job. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. And guess what? That's the law. At the end of the day, that's perfectly fine. It's all based upon what the team owner decides. When you sign a contract with a business, you have to honor the contract. You signed it. It's notarized under law, so you have to honor it as so. I mean, I signed a contract when I started working at my job. Why? Because they didn't want me saying bad things about my company. I can't legally go on social media and talk bad about my company. If I did, they would fire me because I violated the contract. So with that being said, the NFL's contracts most likely say if there is something that you do that we find inappropriate or deemed unworthy of the NFL team, we can fire you. It's the same thing if you, I'm sorry to bring this example up, but if you have dogfights, or if you're a KKK member or a neo-Nazi, they can fire you because your affiliations and the things that you did, your actions, were deemed inappropriate. And that's it. Now, are you going to get fired? Maybe, maybe not. Depends on what the businessman decides. At the end of the day, that's how it is. You take a knee, you pray to God, people take what you did as being brave, you stand by what you do, and you hold on to it because that's the thing you wanted to do. Taking a knee is brave. Taking a knee is something that is honorable, but you gotta face the consequences. That's what I would have done. And now we get this guy on the Steelers. He put his hand out, he went out, and he did the national anthem as you're supposed to. And now he's apologizing for what he did. He shouldn't have to. I'm sorry, but just like taking a knee, you shouldn't have to apologize for your actions. If you stand by something and you wholeheartedly do, you should never apologize. Okay? Unless you are legitimately wrong. Is taking a knee during the national anthem wrong? Personally, I kind of think it is because a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people fought and died for this country, and they got to pay the price. They paid the price for freedom. And these people taking a knee, to a lot of people, feels like they're disrespecting those people. And that guy who did the national anthem on the Steelers, he actually is a veteran. So he shouldn't have to apologize for standing for the national anthem. He fought and served in Afghanistan. He knows what the national anthem means to him. So dude, don't apologize. You shouldn't have to apologize for doing what's right. Alright? Just like these people shouldn't apologize for taking a kneel. If they do apologize, they say, I'm sorry if I disrespected veterans, but I want people to know this is a real issue, and that's why I did. So there should never be an NFL law that says you have to stand during the national anthem. But the business does have the right to fire and hire whoever they choose simply by actions of players. Because that's how it works here in the United States, where you have the freedom to say what you want, but then get feedback and take criticism for what you say. Even right now, this video is going to be very controversial. I know it is. Go ahead and leave in the comments what you think about my video. But if y'all agree with me, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and God bless.